what's going on, everyone? Adam the Movie Hunter has got a top 25 70s list for you today. Not a hunt, not a haul, but movies I already had in my collection that I feel should be in the top 25. This is for the community challenge, per se, or a community list that Tim Talk Talkies is doing. I recommend going over to his channel, participating, watching everyone else's lists. It's so much fun. I've participated, I think, in his last one, if not two. And this one I took even more serious. You're going to be surprised with some of the movies I picked. Some you're not going to be surprised. There's some obvious ones. But there's some movies I left out that some of you guys will be like, what? What? And then other movies that are in here like, why? But again, this is my list. This is Adam the Movie Hunter's top 25. And you don't have to do top 25. You can do top 15. I know 70s isn't for everyone. Not everyone watches movies from that era. But for me, it was easy. So easy. And I had to put movies back. But again, like I always do, I did like a top 26 before, which had like 50 of them. I'm going to have some honorable mentions here. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I'm not going to sit here and go in depth and detail about the movies. But you're going to probably be surprised just some of the movies I left off my list. But again, it's my list. So go check out Tim Talk Talkies' channel. I'm going to put the link below. Make sure to participate. Check the rules out and everything over there. He explains it very well. It's pretty easy and straightforward, though. I did double check all of these. These are all from the 70s. I did 25, and again, I'm not going to add the details for the honorable mentions, but I did kind of break it down a little bit. I noticed that 7 of my 25 were from 78. And then probably another, 10 of them from just 79, 77, and 72. So like just 4 years alone took up 17 of the 25 spots, 4 out of the 10 years. So some years had better, I guess, movies than others for me, but 78, I guess, was the one. So let's just show you the honorable mentions, movies that didn't make it, that should have, that could have, that are 25 easy all day, maybe even the top 20 for me. It just for today, they didn't make the list. Meatballs. Meatballs, classic comedy from the 70s. Bad News Bears. How could that not make it, right? It was in there. It was in the running, but it just kind of fell out at the end. Bad News Bears. Should be on a lot of people's list, though. Earthquake. One of the other disaster flicks that not a lot of people talk about from that era. It's not you'll see. But Earthquake, honorable mention. This one, you're going to hate me, but I don't care. The Warriors, honorable mention. It's like 26. Number 26 for me. Like most of these. It just didn't make today's top 25. It's going to be on everybody else's, but I wanted some other movies to get in there for me. Warriors, great movie. Love the movie. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. Don't hate. But it just, number 26 today. I couldn't leave out my fun exploitation stuff. So Jackson County Jail and Caged Heat. Total great representation of exploitation for the era. So definitely had to put those on there. And with the Nurse Collection, all from the 70s. We got Candy Stripe Nurses, Night Call, Private Duty Nurses, and the Young Nurses. So I had to put some medical relief movies, nurses in there. More exploitation, Women in Cages, Big Bird Cage, Big Dollhouse, Women in Cages. I'm a cage kind of guy, so I couldn't leave those out. Honorable mention, though, not top 25. Piranha. Ooh, Piranha was great. I almost made it, actually. It was very close, but it just fell out. And then these all could be in the top 25. They couldn't not talk about them for a second. We'll just go with the Gauntlet, and then, of course, the rest of the Dirty Harry kind of... I have a ton of these movies, but these 5 right here represent, like, Harry Callahan. I think at his best. Me, personally, besides Dirty Harry, Deadpool, awesome. Sudden Impact, awesome. Gauntlet, awesome. All these movies are awesome. But yes, can't have the 70s out without a little Clint Eastwood, a little Dirty Harry. So, honorable mentions. That's what we got right there. Oh. So we'll put those over there. So let's get into it. First, number 25, because we're going from 25 down. And again, I'm going to try to keep this as quick as I can. From 79, another Eastwood flick. We got Escape from Alcatraz. That's just not for everyone. It's a slower Shawshank Redemption, I guess, but not really. Uh, I just love Clint Eastwood in this movie. He's serious. He just does the job so well. Great, like prison flick though. Escape from Alcatraz, number 25 for me. Then we've got from 78, 1978, Animal House. I like this comedy. It's not like raunchy. It's not like overly funny, but it was one of like that kind of set the foundation for me. Kind of one of the first ones I watched growing up. It's great though, Toga. So you gotta put Animal House in there. 24, number 24. This was more of a recent, later in my year kind of watch. I didn't watch this when I was 5 or 6, like Bob or whatever. But once I did see it, it's like a mainstay in my collection. I watch it all the time. Uh, I'll just say Camille Keaton. We'll just say I already know what it is right now. From 78. This one's from 78 as well. Killed it. Killed it. Never take a bath the same. I spit on your grave. I spit on your grave. I guess 23, perfect spot for it for me. So, boom, spit on your grave. It made the cut. This one's probably going to be a surprise for a lot of people, and it's from 1972, Tim. I think, like it, and you'll love it. But What's Up, Doc? Barbara Streisand and Paul, was it Paul O'Neill? Ryan O'Neill. Oh, God. The movie, those together, the chemistry in this, it's like a, not a whodunit, but like a mystery comedy, just fun movie. And it gets better and better as it progresses, like as it escalates towards the end. I just loved that movie growing up, and I still love it. I don't know what it is. What's Up, Doc has just got to be in my collection, or top 25. So number 22. So we're on to number 21. All I have is a double feature of this, so we're going to cover up this one. Food of the Gods. What was this from again? Food of the Gods. 76. I enjoy this one so much. It's a not the greatest kind of a movie, but the effects, the way they use like proportion kind of thing, with like regular size animals up to scale up to make it look like with tiny miniatures. I love that stuff. Frogs is great too, but that's the one right there, number 21. So if we're gonna put the Food of the Gods at 21, we're gonna put Empire of the Ants from 77 at 20. Empire of the Ants, again, upscale, like real ants that make with the miniatures, making everything look gigantic but small. Like, I love this frick cheesy kind of stuff growing up. This one's cool too. Again, Jaws of Satan, awesome snake movie. But we're not talking about this. Empire of the Ants, right there, number 20 for me on my list. Probably not going to make most people's lists, but it made mine. This one's probably far down for a lot of people at 19. From 76, we got Rocky. It's the whole collection, but we're just putting Rocky 1. I love Rocky. I love boxing movies and all that. I like Rocky 4 more, to be honest. That's my favorite. I do love Rocky, and I love Rocky 3 and 2. So 19's good for me. 19's a good spot. So next one from 72. I checked all of them. These are all from the 70s, so you don't have to worry. Number 18, Deliverance. Dueling Banjo time, Schooling Like a Pig time, Burt Reynolds with that slick, cool, like leather zip thing that he had, that he wore out in the canoe. I don't know. I love this movie. It's great. It's perfect, small cast, one kind of setting, serious kind of movie. It'll stick with you. It makes you want to not go camping in the backwoods of, some hillbilly town or something. But Deliverance was 18. So number 17, my, I guess, second Clint for the day, my last one. And it's Any Which Way But Loose. Can is okay, but it's all about Any Which Way But Loose. I do love these two together. Philo Beto boxing for like prize fighting kind of thing. It's good. Clyde, the monkey, the mom, the whatever. You got to watch the movie. I don't want to spoil these things if you've never seen them, but it's a great, just fun action comedy, I guess. So Any Which Way But Loose was number 17. So we're on to 16. perfect spot for this one. And we're almost to where the rankings will actually start mattering, like counting. So you're going to get like, whoa, that's your top 15, but it's my list. Smokey and the Bandit. Right there. So from what, 77. So number 16. The other two are okay, but it's all about Smokey and the Bandit. So I love it. Love it. Number 15. Okay, so here's where they start mattering or counting, I guess. I had to throw this in. I was debating if I was going to put any animated movies in, but it's a movie. I grew up with them, and I loved them, and this was my probably favorite for a long time, watching it so much before, like, Little Mermaid, I guess, because that's my favorite Disney movie ever. Yes, Little Mermaid. But it's Robin Hood, the 1973 classic. This is my favorite Robin Hood behind Kevin Costner's, Prince of Thieves ones or whatever. Maid Marian, Robin Hood, Little John, was it the King or whatever? I can't remember. Was it King or King Richard. The whole cast, the way they did this animation too is perfect. Perfect. So now number 15 is Robin Hood from 73. Now, 14, we're getting down to it. Superman the movie. I know the lights should be maybe lower, but for me, this is what it is. Ice Cream Man's creeping through. I don't know if you can hear him. But Superman the movie, number 14. That was from 78. Number 70 from 77, and we're on to number 13. Number 13 right here. Kingdom of the Spiders. I love Shatner in this. I love the tarantulas. I'm a creature feature like dude. I love that kind of a horror. I just love this movie growing up. I just adored it. I love the ending. I love how they're trapped in that like cabin thing, and they're not smart enough to get away before the whole I don't want to spoil it again, but it's a great ending, with the webs. Kingdom of the Spiders. So number 13. So we're on to 12. You're going to probably think this is kind of low, or for me, or whatever, or something should be lower, but it's number 12 from 78, Halloween, the original. I like Halloween, but I'm more of a Jason guy. I like Freddy. I like them all, but Halloween, this one's good. I enjoy it. Number 12. It's definitely up there for me, obviously, in the top 25. As you notice, I went with a couple of different types. I went to Blu-rays today, some DVDs, some VHS. Just wanted to mix them all up. First copy I saw of this, I grabbed. So it's kind of what I did. First copy I grabbed. That's the format you're going to see. So a little old Anchor Bay clamshell anniversary edition. I do like this edition. Boom. So we got Halloween. So where are we at? That was number 12. So we're up to number 11. This one could be higher for me because it's me. It's my kind of movie. I enjoy it so much. We've got Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke, number 11 from 78. As you can see, 78 was a great year for me. Up in Smoke is the best. You got to watch this movie if you've never seen it. Even if you're not into this kind of a thing, I don't want to talk too much about what it's about, but if you're not even into this kind of thing, it's just funny. These two guys together, they work so well. What's your name? My name? Isn't it on the... I don't want to talk about it. It's good. Just watch Up in Smoke if you've never seen it. Because I'm going to get off on a tangent with that, and we're going to spend too much time. So, what we got here? We're up to 10. Number 10. Again, you probably think this would be lower, but I tried to, like, really, really think about where these movies kind of fell when I started watching them, how I grew up with them, like things like that. But this is perfect spot for this one. From 74, yep, number 10 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's not going to probably be in anybody's top 5, to be honest. I think top 10 fits it perfect. So right there, number 10, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know it's Tim Talkie's favorite movie ever. This one's a killer, like, German turbine, like, Steelbook edition that I just pulled out. So I love that movie. I have the most copies of that one, to be honest. So number 10. Number 9, Willy Wonka. Boom! From 71. How could that not be in the top 10? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It was Gene Wilder in this. Oh Lord, great movie, awesome movie, top 10 movie. Boom, number 9. So we're on number 8. Probably my second favorite, yes, disaster flick ever. Towering Inferno, which this DVD, like Boss Edition, is one of my favorite DVDs ever. When I first picked it up, I remember watching it so many times. It's one of those like long movies, but it just gets better. So the more you watch, it's like, oh, it just keeps getting better and better. Towering Inferno, I think this was from 74. So number 8, perfect spot for it. You know, gotta see. If you've never seen it, you gotta watch that one. I have a Blu-ray of it. I couldn't find it. I spent hours, I think, looking, and I'm like, I give up. I'm just gonna pull out the one I like. That's it. Because I really wanted to watch it again on the Blu-ray because I haven't watched it since that one, and I'm like, screw it, I'll find it one day. So number 7, The Jerk. This is one of the funniest movies for me. That's like stupid cheesy. I know some people don't get it. Some people just hate this movie. It's from 79. I love it. The Jerk is hilarious. My wife and I still like will make stupid quotes from it, whatever. You know, all I need was it. All I need was my dog. I don't even need my dog or whatever. Like the stupid shit like that. Like I can't even do it right now because my brain's like trying to get through this quickly. But Poseidon Adventure from 72. Number 6. This is number 6. I haven't even popped this one open yet. Like still sealed Poseidon. I watch my DVD more, to be honest. I haven't watched this in years, and I'm probably gonna watch this again soon that I've popped it out. But this is up there. This is my number 1 disaster. You know, like it's Gene Hackman in it. The whole how again it progresses through the boat from get to the bottom to the top to get out. The remake's okay, but it ain't this one. This one is awesome. Shelley Winters, or this Borgnine is in it. Who else? Red Buttons. I mean, Rodney McDowall. It has a great cast too of old classic actors. You know, this one is the bomb. So Poseidon Adventure in number 6. We're into my top 5. Get into it. Number 5, again, killer, fun, good, great movie. My favorite of the probably series, to be honest, because it's the one I watched the most. King Kong. King Kong from 76. This is the one with Jeff Bridges and what was her name? Jessica Lange. Jessica Lange. I can forget. So I grew up with this one. This was like my favorite. Yes, the practical effects a little cheesy at times and stuff, but the props of the years, it's killer. I love it. It's my King Kong. So number was that 4 or 5? That's number 5. We got 4 left. 4 left. And it's gonna start getting obvious, right? Because there's a couple big players I haven't mentioned yet. So yeah, I went with the best release ever of Star Wars at number 4 from 77. This Disney Steelbook is so beautiful. As you can see, I'm so dying to pop it open and watch this edition. I will one of these moments, but I have so many copies of Star Wars, I haven't needed to open it yet. Because Star Wars is awesome. I love Star Wars. I don't hate it. Definitely not. Star Wars, number 4. Number 3. Number 3 probably could have been number 1. All these last 3 movies could have been interchangeable. From 75, we got Jaws. I wanted this is basic blue copy because it was right here in my giveaway pile, and because I have multiple copies of it as well. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't have multiple copies of Jaws? This movie is freaking awesome. Number 3 for me. Probably going to be number 1 for some. Number 2 for some. It's number 3 for me. So there we go. Jaws coming in. Final 2. 2 favorites of mine that I just love. And I was flip-flopping on these here. But I'm like, once my list was set, I didn't change it too much. Like I went through, wrote a whole bunch of movies down, then I pulled them all out, and then I had some, like I said, or like I showed you, I'm sorry, like I said, like you said, some honorable mentions that didn't make it, but these were right away like top 5. I already put them aside. So we have Alien is number 2 from 79. I don't have to say much about this. You know, I love Aliens to be the best in the series, but Alien is so good. It sets the tone for the whole thing. wouldn't have Aliens without Alien. Sigourney Weaver, I fell in love with her acting, her acting, yes, in this from this movie. I wouldn't even have known about her besides Alien. You gotta watch. If you've never seen Alien, please stop what you're doing right now and go watch it. So, number one, to finish this out without taking too much more time, Dawn of the Dead, the original from '78. This movie is not for everyone, but I love it. This is like a blueprint of what to do. You know, if the zombie apocalypse comes and what to attack, you got to find a mall. You got to get in there because they got all the supplies and fun shit to do. Find your crew, you know, and lock it down. The mall. You know, this is what I planned for like 20-something years after watching this movie. So I love all the cuts, all the additions, the international or whatever, the director's cut, the Kane's cut or whatever. I love all of the Dawn of the Dead versions. So that is it. That's my number one. Can you believe it, folks? We're finally finished with it. We're going to go with the little Martinez elevator. Little elevator. Not as good as the Martinez clan over there, but, you know, a little quick money shot with these. Oh, I love doing this one. I'm going to keep a couple of these out and rewatch them, too, because I've been dying to watch them now that they're out. But that's it. So I beg you to go over and partake and do this yourself. You don't have to do a video. You can send him a list of multiple ways he explains it. You know, emails and DMs and instant messages and carrier pigeon messages and all that. Smoke signals. You know, he reads it all. Morse code. Tim's the master. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my 25, my top 15 that's going to make the list. I hope at least half of them are in there. If not more, probably be some honorable mentions even make it. So that's it. I'm going to go get back to some Clint Eastwood. I'm watching actually some Pink Cadillac right now. I don't know. I'm just loving watching movies today. I can't wait. I went to the swap meet this morning. I don't want to get too off tangent real quick, but I found me a couple of good things, and I can't wait to show you that on the next thing. So I'll do the next thing coming up. So like, comment, subscribe. Later.